Harrington family had always seemed ordinary from the outside. A modest house on a quiet street, two children, and Rusty, the golden retriever who grew up alongside them. But when Rusty died, the fragile balance of their home collapsed. Evelyn, the mother, had always been tightly wound, but Rusty's death unhinged her completely. She blamed her husband, Thomas, for not taking the dog to the vet in time. "You let him die!" she screamed, her grief twisting into fury. The children withdrew, frightened, while Thomas absorbed her accusations in silence. Her obsession grew unbearable. Every meal became a rehash of Rusty's final days. She scrutinized Thomas for every perceived failure, breathing too softly, not crying enough, buying groceries without her permission. The children lived like hostages, measuring every word and glance to avoid triggering her outbursts. Anna chewed her nails bloody from the stress, while Jacob retreated into books and headphones. Home was no longer safe. Thomas, quiet and soft-spoken, tried to keep peace. He tucked the children into bed, washed dishes, and grieved quietly on the back porch. But Evelyn only tightened her grip, demanding to know his every move, mocking his suggestion of counseling, and prowling the house for new reasons to rage. The breaking point came when she slammed Rusty's leash on the counter, screaming that Thomas had killed their family. Days later, divorce papers arrived. Evelyn's lawsuit was venomous. She accused Thomas of abuse, instability, and unfitness as a father. She demanded full custody, the house, child support, and a restraining order. In court, she performed her rage like theater, spinning elaborate lies of slammed doors and whispered threats. Her lawyer echoed every claim with confidence. Thomas stayed calm. He answered gently, let his attorney expose the contradictions, and watched as friends, neighbors, and teachers testified to his patience and kindness. The children themselves, though trembling, told the truth. Evelyn screamed until their stomachs hurt, while their father comforted them. Their small voices carried more weight than Evelyn's fury. Her lies soon collapsed. Dates didn't match. Witnesses contradicted her, and her stories changed with each telling. When confronted, she snapped at the opposing attorney, accusing him of conspiring with Thomas. The judge's patience wore thin. The ruling crushed Evelyn. The restraining order was denied, and custody was awarded primarily to Thomas. The judge cited her manipulative, destructive behavior as emotionally harmful to the children. Evelyn exploded in court, shrieking at the judge, lawyers, and even her children, until security dragged her away. Afterward, Evelyn turned to the internet as her weapon. She made anonymous accounts posting venom about Thomas, calling him abusive, dangerous, a coward. But her words fell into the endless noise of the web. People ignored her, mocked her inconsistencies, or blocked her entirely. Friends stopped answering her calls, family distanced themselves, and neighbors avoided her. Alone, she sat for hours before the glow of her computer, typing into a void where no one listened. Her rage became invisible. Meanwhile, Thomas and the children began to heal. Anna filled sketchbooks with bright drawings again. Jacob joined a school club and laughed in cautious bursts. Evenings on the porch became warm and quiet, a place to remember Rusty with fondness instead of pain. Thomas, though weary, felt relief. The storm had broken. The home was gentler now, free of the fear Evelyn had spread. Rusty was gone. The family, as it once was, had shattered. But Thomas knew something new could grow from the ruins. A home where grief did not turn cruel, where children could breathe without fear, and where Evelyn's voice, once terrifying, was nothing more than a faint echo lost in the void.